think about when you first started, I guess. What was some of the obstacles that you had to learn from that really helped the rest of your career?
Honestly, like this, a lot of people didn't believe.
Mm,
Uh, I had to deal with, you only could relate to a certain part of a community, which I
mm,
always thought was like so racist. That's why, when I talked about like, Hawaii, like we super racist. Yeah, we're the melting pot, but we super racist. And I would hear that so much, like, why can't I relate to the Japanese guy in Pro City? He has friends like me. How come I cannot connect with the Haole guy that lives in Hawaii guy? But there was this perception,
mhm.
you know, that kept us divided. You heard that.
Yeah.
People that live in Kali never go to Hawaii guy. People live in Waianae never really gets to go, it's like, come on, man. I didn't believe that. I knew that I could relate to everybody
Mhm,
because when you're genuine and you're real and you not putting on one act, that's what
mhm.
people connect to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it's social status, I understand there's that,
Mhm,
but like I have plenty of friends that rich that don't see me that way,
mhm.
you know. But I get friends or I met people who were above me that look down on me, and I understand that. But there's more of you and I
Yeah.
that talk and relate than that, and that used to make me sick
Mm,
because in order to move up, you almost have to believe that, and I never like,
mhm,
you know,
mhm.
no,
Yeah.
I don't have to speak a certain way to be successful.
Yeah.
I believe in myself
Yeah.
because somebody believed in me.
Yes.
So it goes back to that again.
Yep.
No one can stop you from doing anything, Augie, if you put your heart and your soul into it. So
Yeah.
when I heard that, oh man, there are many times like, do these guys know that I used to box? Somebody's executive. Like there are many times in my head, I was like, no, why don't we go outside right now? Because what you're saying pissing me off. You're being racist right now. I used to have guys tell me, well, I don't think, Augie, I like you, you're funny, but I don't know if you can relate to the people out in Hawaii Kai. And I used to like,
Yeah.
like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
You're in a bubble.
Yeah.
Are you living in a bubble?
Yeah.
I know that exists, but come on, man. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? There's more of us than
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
You live in this special class that only hang around with a special kind of people. And I just thought it was like really disingenuous. How
Yeah.
does that help us grow as people? And if we think that way,
Yeah.
all does I worry about the people on Waianae? You only cater to the people out in Waianae. Wow,
Yeah.
really?
And I think seeing your career too, that's the one thing. You are extremely relatable. Doesn't matter. I mean, I know everybody that it's like a household name already, Augie T, and all of us can relate to you. And I think it's that human connection again. It doesn't matter ethnicity, social class. I mean, yes, those things are factors in society, but like you said, just connecting with each other, that's just be relatable, be
I even
genuine.
heard that. I even heard that during this election. Like,
Mhm.
our toughest time will be Mililani. I gotta deal with this again, really?
Yeah.
No, man. What does the shirt say
Yeah.
for Augie?
Yes.
I value your opinion, but if
Mhm.
you're that smart, why you no run?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I heard plenty of that, Andrew,
Yeah.
and all these amazing people tell me
Yeah.
amazing things, and I was like,
Mhm.
in my head, all I could think about is like, man, if you get all the ideas and you
Yeah.
think that way, why you no run?
Yes.
For many of this, hey, mahalo, you know,
Yeah.
and I started early in the campaign because I wanted people to hear that story because they're
Mhm.
so used to seeing me on Cheap Eats with Guy Huggy, or they saw me do a skit, or
Mhm.
they went and saw me do stand up, but they never know about the
Mhm.
16 years at Kapiolani Medical,
Mhm.
raising my family, putting my kids to school.
Mhm.
They never hear about my own personal challenges with life,
Yep.
the sacrificing, so that my kids could get better. You know, my daughter, my kids being bullied, starting their own foundation because they believe in themselves, and we provide them that comfort and that support so that they can become amazing humans. So this world, you know, can be a better place for you and me. But I felt that it was so important for me to knock on people's doors. And, you know, prior to COVID, I did 10,000 doors, Andrew. You know, people thought it was a joke, you know, people criticized and said mean things, you know, and that's the reason why we're at where we're at. You know, we gotta stop looking down or being disrespectful.
Yes.
You know, we live in a government and a society that allows every single one of us to step outside the box and become a public servant. Help out in your community, clean your area, and not rely on government. But if you really want to make a difference, then step outside the box. You know, and I just was brutal. It was brutal. A year and a half of, you know, you would hear it on the news, comedian. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
And that's okay. You know why? Because me being a comic really helped my family, sustained my family, you know, and it's not easy, you know, staying relevant for 28 years. You know what I mean? Being able to still put okoles in the seat and being relatable, being able to look at the world and go, I can make that funny. Let me find funny in that crazy thing that's happening. You know, and I'll tell people now, just look at the crazy thing and go, how do I solve the problem with common sense?
Yes.
Right? So it was, you know, I got to see the really good side of people, and I saw the ugly side. You know, and you know, there's a side of me that it's okay with all of that because of all the adversities I had to go through growing up. You know what I mean? I know I'm not going to always maybe make the right decisions. I know that not everybody going to like me, but at the end of the day, if I stay true to myself and I do what I feel is right for my community and I hear what they have to say, I will always sleep well, Andrew.
Yes.
And I have no problem coming back with you on this podcast so you can go, hey, you had changed.
No, I know that's not going to happen. But I mean, all of your experiences, like you said, people just don't know the experiences, all of the things you had to overcome. And I think that's what, I mean, I know for sure that's what made you run, right? But it's also what will help you to serve the people. And that's what it's about. And I can tell that's what you strive to do, is pay it forward, you know, help others, listen, and just bring the community together, especially during these times.